Hey guys, just me again. I was doing some work today with clients, and some things were coming to my mind and that I had been seeing um, happening. And so it's having to do with radio waves. And I want to remind everybody that we're electromagnetic, multidimensional beings. So we're actually like little antennas, and there are a lot of radio wave frequencies. And these radio wave frequencies can attach to uh, our body because we're antennas, and they can be used to manipulate our frequencies. They can be used to uh, persuade us to feel certain ways or do certain things, and I know that sounds a little sci-fi-ish or a little strange, but energy is energy. So if we understand that we're energy beings, then all of this really kind of makes sense. Um, so some people are feeling some tingling sensations in their bodies, and my theory is that this is could very possibly be some radio wave frequencies. Some people are more sensitive to them. Others may hear voices, sensations, these kinds of things. Holographic inserts can be put into uh, our field, our electromagnetic field. So that's audio inserts as well as visual inserts. This is very normal. This has been happening for a long time. It's just people are starting to be at a resonance to be able to understand this and hear this a little clearer. So there's been a push for information that is coming out in droves. And uh, it's interesting because there's been a lot of transmissions from other beings, other uh, entities or energies coming through. And it can be very challenging for people to discern where this information is coming from. There are many of us that still have a construct in our body that is stuck in our uh, personal will center, or if you were looking at it, would be the yellow ray, or personal will, or solar plexus. So this energy structure in here can be uh, uh, messed with. And this is something that Lisa Renee has coined the term of false umbilicus. And what this does is it gets us into this false white light webbing. And when we understand that this is very possibly something that we can have in our bodies, then we are more easily manipulated by transmissions. And especially they like to capture star seeds and indigos and people who naturally have abilities to sense, feel, and broadcast information. So be very mindful watching uh, programs or watching people, including myself. Scan yourself, check yourself. Are you coming from your heart center? Where are you receiving all of this information? Like I said yesterday, we have everything we need to know inside of us. The answers are inside of us. It's very important to understand that and not look outside of ourselves for the answers for anything, for the decisions that you make, for the thoughts that you think. Like everything is inside. So constantly clearing our bodies, asked to balance, center, and stabilize, eating clean, resting. I was watching, we all want a certain outcome to happen. We all want um, things to come out for the better of humanity. Some people are still waiting for uh, the military to take over and step in. And there are all kinds of different options and opportunities that people are waiting for, waiting to hear for. And um, I was watching some information on this, And I found it most curiously enmeshed in the false white light or false ascension matrix. Um, when I was watching it, I could feel, I'm very energy sensitive, so I could feel the vibrations coming into my light body. And I wanted to allow it to come in to see what is happening to me because I wanted to understand better what is happening to people. So, kind of let my shielding down. I use dragon shielding and with the Magi dragons and the solar rishi. So I didn't bother shielding. I wanted to go, what does this feel like? And my entire central nervous system was attacked, so to speak. And while the information was coming in, it was mesmerizing. I was mesmerized. I started to fall asleep. I got sleepy. I got really heavy. And my body started to feel euphoric. And this is not a state that we want to be in. So it took some time to make sure that that got all out of my body and I got all cleaned up and shielded to be able to watch the rest of it. But there were some like 7 programs I watched, and it was really interesting and just made me realize how important it is for us to understand a little bit more about our light body, a little bit more about how radio frequencies work, about how we are antennas, and about how information gets broadcast into our central nervous system and how it can very easily take over our mind, can very easily take over our thoughts. And so keep this in mind when you're watching programs. Keep this in mind when you're listening to music or you're listening to uh, any of our heads of states or anything like that, speaking. Uh, a lot of things are done in codes, in vibrations. Words have vibrations as well. And so, you know, I I think making some spiritual housekeeping a daily thing in the morning and before you go to bed throughout the day if you can, and just wake up in gratitude and wake up and say, I'm in control of my own mind, thoughts, and emotions. And make sure to ask that your magnetic and electric bodies get balanced. And it doesn't matter if you don't know what you're doing, just start asking for it and ask that you be cleared of any mind slides, mind programming, blank slating, alien machinery. I know it sounds crazy, but in the morning, wake up and ask for this. So you do a complete clearing of yourself and you're spiritually sound every single day. And pay attention to the vibrations that are around you. If your skin is tingling, know that you're probably walking through something, getting hit by something. And so, you want to just go give yourself a little spiritual bath and reset your Merkaba spins. Okay, so that's it. There's some research you can do if you go to ascensionglossary.com, you can do some research on what radio waves are and how they affect our mind, okay? How they affect our skin. Thank you, Miss Angela. Beautiful blessings, my sister. Much love to you guys. And, maybe I'll pop back on again soon. Ciao.